Welcome into a thrift haul. These are the type of videos I used to watch when I first began reselling, and I still watch them all the time now. I'm gonna show you everything I picked up this week at the thrift stores, how much I paid, how much I think I can get out of each item. And this is real time. I'm gonna be pulling these straight out of the bags. So grab your cup of juice, get your popcorn, and let's get to work. I'll start out with my favorite find of the week, being this Masters green blazer with the golden buttons. It's a little bit older, which is fine. But with April coming around the corner, which is when the Masters event takes place, this will be a perfect sell. This cost me $7.99. I actually have no idea. I haven't even researched this one yet. But anything with the Masters logo on that, you want to look for shirts, polos, jackets, anything, but I've never found a blazer with it. So I'm excited to investigate, see how much this is worth, and I'm going to list it right away since we're in the middle of March and the Masters is coming. This would be perfect for a Masters party. Next item I got is this Kuji sweater. Just kidding, it's not a Kuji, it's a Fuji, but it's a raw blue. I didn't know raw blue made these sweaters. Anyways, when you wear this, it looks like a Kuji. It's got that cable knit, 3D cable knit. It's $5. Again, I haven't looked up comps, but I've sold many like this before. Tundra is one, Protege. It'll probably sell around 50, 60 bucks. The colors aren't that vibrant. You really want to look for those really, really vibrant colors. Even if it's not a Kuji, some of those Tundras can sell for well over $100. Another item I picked up is this Cool. C-O-O-L, no, just kidding. It's K-U-H-L. You guys know that logo. If you're new eyes in here, this is a logo to be on the lookout for. This is a hiking brand logo. One of the most popular, one of the best reselling hiking brand logos or brands, but this is the logo. It's called Cool. This is just a quarter zip fleece. Now it is spring and I am a priority first seasonal seller. So this is not my priority right now. It's gonna be spring shirts, spring colors, Easter colors, shorts, polos, all the things that we're going into the warm weather. So I'm gonna probably save that one till fall to list. Next item I got was a Vineyard Vines performance polo shirt. Really good colors. For example, this is perfect. The Masters coming up, the green and white. It's Easter, short sleeve. It's got everything going for it. It was $5. I flipped these into $22, $23, maybe even a little bit more, plus shipping. Who would I be without buying Polo Ralph Lauren? And I normally tell you guys I don't buy the polos that are actually like the polo style shirts, but if they have a unique pattern like this black and white and the collar's in good condition, I pick it up. Just a size medium, $5. I'll be able to flip this into right around 20 plus ship. Carhartt flannels have started to become a little bit oversaturated, but if I can find it in a 3XL and it's heavy, I usually pick them up, especially if it has that nice Carhartt hit that everyone knows about. This was $5. I'll flip this into probably $20, $22 again in the fall. I can't pass up a Sir Pendleton, of course. With these, you always want to be looking out for moth holes. Even if they have moth holes, you can buy them at the right price. You'll be able to make a profit. This one did not have any moth holes. It's 100% wool and it's a 2XL. The colors are meh, and it doesn't have the flap chest pockets, which are but this will still sell for around $30. I bought it for $5. With this one, my live thrifting gods had me in mind. I was literally talking about Abercrombie & Fitch vintage style clothing, which ones sell, which ones don't, while we were live thrifting, and we came across this pair of pants while live thrifting. It is a pair of cargo pants, and they have the little tie down here. I want to say waist, but it's an ankle tie. These are called paratrooper pants. And if you get the right colors, usually like an orange or red, the more vibrant, the Y2K style, they can sell for like $80. So my guess with this pair, I'll be able to get $50 or $60 plus ship. You already know I'm going to show you a ton of Polo Ralph Lauren pieces, but this is a Polo Ralph Lauren, nice long sleeve, just a crew neck shirt, newer label. It's actually, I don't even think this thing's been worn or washed, but it was $5. Didn't look up comps. I know it's a guaranteed $20 or plus. Here's another research piece right here. So this is a Puma Indy 11, which probably doesn't mean anything to most of you out there, but it's our local soccer team. And their official gear sells for pretty good money, like their jerseys that can sell for around $35 or $40. But I think this might be a player issued piece, like a quarter zip, even maybe like a goalie number 99. I don't know. It was $5. I took a chance on it. Worst case scenario, I get my money back out of it. I can sell it just locally. But if that is a player issued item, I bet I could get probably around 50 or 60. Actually, I have no idea. Sticking with the Y2K vibe, we found some, and when I mean we, I found some Nike Shocks right here, all white colorway. Really easy to look up the model by just looking up the SKU. It's 6 digits or numbers or letters followed by 3 more. There's a dash in between. You can look up the exact model. If they don't pop up on eBay, you can search them on Google. But these I think sell for around $75 and they just need a little bit of cleaning, which is no problem for me. I paid $14 for them. Same spot, I did pay up for these a little bit more than I like to pay, but they are Hoka Ona Onas, a really good color with this purple, and they're actually like a trail shoe. So you see that whenever you have that really thick tread on the bottom, that's gonna be like a trail running shoe, and this will probably sell for around $60, my guess. So I did pay $20, but I'm fine paying $20 if I can get 60 out of the item. And here's the other one. Polo Ralph Lauren button-up shirt, not just anyone, it's a linen. You could probably tell right away when I held it up. Linen usually brings a little bit more money, maybe 15, 20, 30% more than a regular cotton button-up. And actually this is a button down. So the collar has these little buttons right here. I get that question all the time. The collar buttons down, so this is called a button-down shirt, but it was $5. I'll flip that into 25. More Polo Ralph Lauren, I know, but these are more of a vintage, thick corduroy pant. The thick corduroy pants always do better for me than the thin corduroy pants. I know you're like, what's the difference? Well, you'll know when you're out there. The thick are really, really thick compared to the thin, which are just barely looking like a corduroy. But these guys sell in the fall for around $32, $35 plus shipping. I'm not gonna go through every one of these, but they're all the same, and I'll explain to you why I pick them up. So they're $4. They're called the Adidas 365, I think 365 shorts. I'm not sure, I'll have to look them up, but it's the shorts with the stretchy waist all the way around. I like all the golf shorts with the stretchy waist and the little bit of gumminess on there because it keeps that polo tucked in when they do the swings and whatnot. But these always sell well for me, especially around the springtime, which we're going into right now, peeps. And it was $4. I flipped these into like $18.99 or $19.99 really easily. I like to price my stuff cheaper than most people, so it sells quickly. And I think I bought 10 pair, all different colors of these, so it'll be really easy. I'll take pictures of all of them, but I'll list one and then I'll list similar, and I'll just change out the color because they're all the same size. A brand that's definitely come down a little bit is True Religion. Still a pickup though for me. I'm used to selling these. I'm in my mindset of like 4 or 5 years ago where I was selling these for like 50 bucks each. They don't bring that money these days, but they do sell. So they were actually $7.99. Our thrift stores usually price these things up to like $20, $25, but they had a whole bunch for $7.99. I picked them up. They had the flat pocket, and they're just a straight longer leg, which is really important. True Religion. I don't know exactly how much these go for anymore, but I'm guessing they'll be like a BKE style, like a 32 to 35 plus ship. Another pair, except it does not have a flat pocket, so that might bring down the value by a few bucks. One of my newest favorite brands to sell that is actually an older brand, a OG, is a South Pole jean right here. Love selling this brand. It's easy to look up because they have a little number code right there on the tab. You want to make sure you get the vintage with the wider leg South Pole jeans because they still make South Pole and they sell them at Burlington. A lot of time they have like a skinny leg. You can just tell, like look at the tag, go to eBay, type in vintage or Y2K South Pole jeans, scroll from hit sold, completed listings, used condition, scroll from the top, the highest price to the lowest. Look through the first couple pages and you'll see the tags you'll be looking for South Pole jeans. I actually sold a pair of white ones for right around $90 at auction, maybe in January. Y'all know by now I loathe buying and reselling blazers and suits, but I do it because they hit so hard. So these are $7.99. All the blazers are $7.99 where I live, and then the suits are $10, $9.99. And this is a Peter Millar blazer. These always sell well for me. Doesn't really matter what the pattern is or anything. They usually sell for around 50, 60 bucks plus shipping. Again, I have to take pictures and measurements and all that stuff. Bought this vintage Pacers t-shirt. Go Pacers. It's from 2000 when we were the Eastern Conference champions, and we ended up losing that year. I felt like we lost to the Lakers. I'm not for sure, but it was $3. I might trade this with a buddy who sells local vintage stuff, or I might keep it myself. Found this Columbus Crew jersey, again with soccer stuff. Soccer stuff can sell really well, guys. It's the most popular sport in the world. I know it's not the most popular sport in the USA, but it's a very popular sport. And the Columbus Crew actually last year, it's good to pay attention to sports and when they win championships if they're good. But last year, the Columbus Crew won another championship, so I'm guessing they'll have another star up there. But this is a little bit more vintage. It was $5. I've sold these before. It's the next state over from me. These sell for around like $25, I think. I'll have to look into it, but I knew it was a pickup because I sold them in the past. More shoes. These are Ultras. Ultras are a good pickup. Look for that symbol or just look for the name Ultra. It's that easy. And then you want to look for the style number right there. These are $8.99, only $8.99. And the tread on these are really good. So as you know, I call them nubs on nubs. So you have the big nubs and then you have the little nubs on them and the little nubs are there. So it's nubs on nubs. Really good condition on these. I have no idea. Usually I sell these for around like $50 to $70. Vintage Nutmeg Browns crew neck. I think it's from the early 90s, only $5. It looks like it has some like coloring from the washer or whatever, or it could just be the regular color. I don't know, but it looks orange at least, so it matches the helmet. Probably bled from that, obviously. But yeah, I might trade this again with my vintage dude or sell it online. We'll see. You know, I always have to find my nut at the thrift store. My nut is Mountain Hardwear, of course. Don't be gross-minded. This is a $5 item. These are nylon pants. I sell these year-round. Unlike those corduroys, I'll wait until the fall. These will sell year-round. Really good hiking pants, $5, and they're probably like $22. This next shirt is a shirt that most people always pass up, so I'm not going to show you. Just kidding. It's J. Crew, and it's, what do you call it? Chambray, whatever it is. I know how to spell it and I know how to look it up. I don't care if I don't know how to say it, but it's $5. But these shirts, they feel like linen, but they're cotton. They're always blue. Usually I have the double chest pockets. These always sell for me. I never end up holding on to these for more than maybe 60 days, but they sell for like between $22, $25 plus buyer pays shipping. You're welcome. Something new to me, always finding something new to me. $5 for this Suns sweatshirt, brand new with tags, but look who makes it. What? Abercrombie and Fitch collab with the NBA. Who would have thought? Not me, I wouldn't have. So $5, I did not look up comps on this. It was new with tags for $5. I figured I'd pick it up. You guys can let me know. I don't even know what it's worth. More Polo Ralph Lauren. This store thought they'd be cute and priced it up a couple more dollars. I guess $1 more. See, when it's $5.99, it seems like it's so much more than $4.99. It was $1 more. So quit crying, Brad. Serves. This was just a Polo Ralph Lauren. The reason I got it though too is because it had the double chest pockets. That's a little bit more desirable. It's a little bit thick and it's orangey. This could sell now, but my priorities right now again are selling shorts and short sleeves. So this will go into like the next priority. So this will go in the middle, like not winter. This is a in-between season shirt for me. I found the perfect jean, legit the perfect jean. I think I've told you guys about this before, but this is a new brand to me this year, 2024. The Perfect Jean NYC. It's not a huge heavy hitter, but I've had them, I bought 2 pairs before and they both sold within 30 days for I think $27.99. They're $7.99, so definitely worth a pickup. Of course, I did make sure they don't have any heel drag and like the crotch stretch and all that sort of stuff. I got a couple pairs of them and let me show you real quick. There is a little hit on the back. It reminds me a lot of Rag & Bone. Rag & Bone has a similar little logo like that on the back, or hit if you're young is what you say. The same store I found some bird dogs, boom for your broomstick, 36 by 32, good size. Pair of pants. These sell all day, every day, as most of you know, $5. If you don't know, now you know. That's the logo you're looking for. It's a little bitty bird right there. And again, that will probably sell for what, $40-ish, something like that. Little bread and butter right here. Cole Haan wingtip shoes, men's. The Grand Zeros, they were only $13, which is kind of actually not only. It's a little bit pricey for me on these because these bring me about $40 to $45, $50. But I'm not gonna have to really clean these up. So for 13 bucks, I said, I'll get them. These were right next to them. And I find these sneakers often, not this brand, but like a really nice sneaker that's leather. And if they're heavy, usually that's a sign that they're well made. I'm gonna let you pronounce this brand before I botch it up, but that's the brand right there. They were only $8.99. If you look that brand up and you look black leather sneakers, I believe you'll find comps sold at around $75. Under Armour Polo, I know. I've said I'm not really picking these up anymore. Except there's an asterisk by everything, right? Maybe it's a larger size, maybe it has a college on it. This one was just a really cool pattern. I really don't pick them up anymore because last season they were very slow sellers, even for a very low price. So they kind of don't meet my metric anymore, but it was $5. I think I can flip this one into $18 or $19, and it should be pretty easy because I have a ton of them. I'll just do sell similar. Going back to live thrifting, I was live thrifting, and these pants, I've never found these pants before. They're called 10,000. They were $5, and I think they only make men's pants. I'm not for sure on that. But let me show you the logo again. It's just like a little cross right there. But 10,000, new with tags. I was live, so I could not look up the comps. They were $5, and people in the chat were like, you should get those, get them. I'm like, all right. They say it. A couple people in there I trust. I'm going to get them. I know, another blazer. This one, again, $8. This one's a Brooks Brothers. And to be honest, I don't pick up a ton of Brooks Brothers blazers anymore. They just don't hit like they used to, like pre-pandemic. But there are a few I keep my eyes out for, being gold button or maybe a really good fabric. This one also, so it's the Brooks Brother Explorer. I forget what I think it has like maybe like a wicking or a water repellent, something, but if you look up Brooks Brother Explorer blazers, they do pretty well. They have a pretty good sell-through rate and they sell for decent money. I'm thinking around $50 for that guy. Another pair of True Religion flat pocket jeans, 30, 40 bucks on those. I'm not gonna be able to show you this whole thing because it's super long, but this is a Brooks Brothers 346, which is their outlet brand. Not my favorite, but it's a heavier like trench overcoat, pea coat, whatever you call them. The reason I got it is because it was $10, and these always sell for me, even if they're just wool, for around 40 or 50 being an outlet, but this does have a 30% cashmere blend in it, so this should probably sell for around $60 or $70 come next fall or winter. Definitely not listing that right now. This next item, do not come at me later on. This is Eddie Bauer pants, new with tags. They were $4.99, and normally don't pick up Eddie Bauer chino pants, but they were new with tags. I think I can sell these for around $20 plus buyer pay shipping. So don't go say that Surf said buy Eddie Bauer because I didn't say that. Going along the same lines and right there with those pants were a pair of Orvis. And I don't buy all Orvis pants either, but when they had this little leather pocket right here and the little leather trim in the back, I do pick them up, especially for $5. I think these are selling for around $30 or $28 plus shipping. They used to sell for a little bit more, but I still picked that up, $5 into $28. I can't pass on that. I posted this day of, I post a lot of stuff on my Instagram page, day of, and my Facebook page, what this was. You're not gonna be able to see it, so it was easy to put like, what is the name of this to try to challenge people to see, you know, tell them it's a bolo, but you got to figure it out. It's called WA Frontier Clothing Company. I think, I can't even read it. Something like that. I think WAH Frontier Clothing Company, made in the USA, but they make this Western type of stuff that says metal buttons, really kind of unique buttons on there. $5. They can sell anywhere from like on the low end 20 all the way up to 50 or even plus for some really unique ones. Couple pair of Nike golf shorts, again with the stretchy waistband that I'm always looking for. So the older styles don't have that waistband. The newer styles do, and I believe this is probably a standard fit. Actually, it just has the newer tag on there. Actually, what we call that, a screen print tag. But these were $3.99. I sell these for right around $20 also. So $20 a piece on those, bought 2 of them. I remember I bought those live, and I also bought these live. They're Chubbies. I did not see these. I passed these up. Someone in the live was like, hey, go back and look at those striped shorts. I did. They happen to be Chubbies. Chubbies, again, have come off a little bit. You look on the inside, and it always has Chubbies on the inside too, just to make sure. But Chubbies have come down a little bit, but they're still a good seller, $3.99. The thrift store usually prices swimsuits at $1.99, so get back to that thrift store. I want to pay $1.99 for those. This was a gamble. I've never actually found these before. They're Levi's orange tab which I've found before, but Levi's orange tab and they say student on there. So I'm guessing they were for a student. 506 student, waist 27, 28. Never found these before. People in the chat say they were a pickup, pick them up, pick them up. They were $7.99. So any Levi's that are made in the USA, I usually pick up that are jeans or denim of any kind. I picked them up, $8. That's my lottery ticket for the week. I think they'll do okay. I don't know. Maybe you guys have sold them. Let me know in the chat. Couple Polo Ralph Lauren blanket polo shirts. So Polo Ralph Lauren, and you can see the texture on this. It's definitely thicker woven. I call these blanket polos. A lot of times they'll have an Aztec print to them, but these usually sell for like low to mid 20s for me each. So definitely, again, another caveat, you look for this blanket type of polo shirt. They usually sell for more money than just a regular polo. Plus the colors are really good. Match play pants. If you know, you know, again, with that stretchy waistband. So what we talked about, Adidas, Nike, now Under Armour. These are my very favorite to sell as far as those three brands. These were actually $10, which they've upped all the Under Armour stuff. It's fine, whatever. I won't buy most of it, but these I do because they sell all the time for $23.99. They take me 2 seconds to list because they sell similar, but they're just this match play golf pants. And I do buy the shorts. They both sell for the same amount for me, $23.99. Sell them all the time throughout the spring and summer. Just a pair of Travis Matty bread and butter shorts, $4. Flip those into $18.99. That's about my cutoff for those. Carbon to Cobalt. This shirt or this brand has been selling for me since the beginning of time. $4. It's a short sleeve, so I'll list that here soon. That will sell for probably around $20, $22 because it's a short sleeve. Some of the sweaters and heavier stuff, look for the special fabric. Some of them have a cashmere blend, so those can sell for a lot more. Another one of those J. Crew, whatever, chamois, cami, whatever shirts, make fun of me all you want for pronouncing it, but they'll sell for like 23 bucks. Polo Ralph Lauren, just a regular shirt with the pony hit, the multicolor pony. I'll take a really good picture of this. These sell, as you know, all day for me, between $18.99 and $21.99, depending on the color, the style, the size. This is a Brooks Brothers, same type of deal. So these actually sell as good or maybe a little bit better, depending. But Brooks Brothers, it has to have the letter on there, like small, medium, large, extra large, and it has to have the hit for me to pick it up. If it does not have the little guy that says, I'm wearing Brooks Brothers, look at me, I'm not picking it up. Johnny O quarter zip. You can list this year round. You can list stuff whenever you want, but I will list this year round. It's a long sleeve pullover, stretchy, wicky material. Definitely a good spring item. That will probably sell for around $27, $28 plus buyer pay ship. With that Johnny O was a quarter zip sweater, very, very thin and lightweight. It is a silk nylon cotton blend. So anytime you find a good blend, if that's cashmere or silk linen, you already know it's pretty good pickup if you can get it for the right price, like $5. This will probably sell for, again, around $30. I got more shoes this week than I thought, actually. These are, I don't really pick up this brand anymore, but Saucony, whatever the brand is. They were $9. These are a newer style. I did look these up in the thrift store just to make sure. They have good resale value. Again, you can see by just the white foam on the bottom that they're in really good shape. The tread's good. Not going to need to do a lot of cleaning on these. I think the comps are right around 60 or 70 bucks. Question I get asked often is, do I pick up Bonobos? And the answer is yes and no. That helps you, right? But yeah, Bonobos Golf. So these say golf on them. These are golf pants. They're stretchy. Again, you see what they all have in common. The stretchy, tacky waistband to keep that polo in when you're doing your swing on the golf course. But these were $5. These will probably sell for right around like $25, $24 plus shipping, and they'll ship out ground. They're really lightweight. Right with those were a pair of Travis Matthew pants. Now, some of you might know, some of you might not know. Some golf courses require you to wear pants. So it's good. Golf pants sell year round. Travis Matthew, most of the time I find shorts, but the pants do really well for me as far as like they sell quickly if I list them at the right price. Those were $5. Probably list them for around like $22, $23 plus ship. Found this in the women's section, I think live thrifting again. It's a size small Levi's, but it's a pearl snap. So any Levi's denim shirt, if they have a pearl snap or metal buttons, For $5, I will pick those up. They usually sell for in the 20s, just depending on the size. Again, this is a small. That's not scary to me at all. Small sell really well in Levi's shirts. And again, you're looking for the pearl snap on this. $5 into like the 20s. Again, don't at me. Under Armour, a good pattern. This is also an XLT, so XL tall, a little harder to get. $5. I think I'll flip that into around 20 bucks. Vinny Vines, Mr. Vineyard Vines. This was $5, and I really like picking up the performance tucker shirts. So number one, performance, which means it's got like a nylon polyester. This is 100% polyester. And if it's a tucker shirt, it's gonna have the little whale on the chest. A lot of people like that. There are shirts, I think the Murray shirt has a whale way down at the bottom, like down at the very bottom of the buttons, and you can't see the whale on the shirt. It just looks like a plain shirt. Those sell for a little bit less. This will sell right around $20. Murray shirts sell for around $17 for me. All right, I've been saving the best for last. So if you stayed this long, you're gonna see the best for last. And you're gonna be wanting to look out for these items. Well, they're gonna be suits, okay? They're gonna be suits. I know I'm just contradict myself all the time as far as wanting to get them and not wanting to get them, whatever, but $10 for this suit. I don't always pick this brand up. Again, since the pandemic, suits have gone down a little bit, but they're starting to make a comeback. But if it's a newer one, I pick it up. The brand, it's got a string from that button, no problem, I'll just cut that off. But it's Canali. So a Canali suit, it's from Saks Fifth Avenue. Really good color, like a grayish slate blue type of color. The full suit for $10. These will sell for around $100. You can sit on them if you want. Really, when it comes down to suits and blazers, depends how quickly you want to flip them. I paid $10 for it. I could flip that into $50 probably within a week or two. But if I want to wait longer, I can flip that into probably $100, maybe $120. It just depends how I feel. But this suit, I'll wait for the right buyer for this suit. So this is a gray Polo Ralph Lauren purple label. I know, applause, applause, applause. Listen, I am like a little boy, little kid when it comes to thrifting, and I find something really cool like this. I'm getting goosebumps right now. This one's made in Italy. If you know, you know. I just 2 weeks ago found 2 of them, already sold one of them at a thrift store, and I cannot believe I found another one at a different thrift store. People always say, which is the best thrift store? It's just hit or miss. But Ralph Lauren purple label, definitely the highest end of their dressed wear by Ralph Lauren. Double RL and stuff like that's really good by Ralph Lauren. But the dress wear, you want to look for that purple label. $10. The last one I sold, I took a best offer of $300. So we'll see what this one brings. Again, it all depends on the style, the size, and everything. But I'm gonna say $200 to $300 again for that one. Before we gotta say goodbye, I wanna show you one more thing. Again, I know I'm saying I'm not really picking up Under Armour, but I did do this live and I was telling people why. These are 3 Under Armour shirts, all the same size, all have stripes. So what I'm gonna do is lot these up, take a really good thumbnail photo, lot these up together, and instead of pricing them at $17.99 a piece separately, what I'll do is price them a little lower each, like maybe 14 or 15, add that all together and sell them for like in the 40s for all 3 as a bundle. I hope you learned a couple new brands here. In my opinion, these hauls are the best way to figure out what brands people are buying and what brands are selling at the current moment. We are spring 2024, so if you're watching this in 2027, this might not apply to you. I'll see you guys in the next one.